everyone, for OneWrestling.com. This is Bill Apter, and today, ow! Jeez, what, who? Oh my God!
Now
Perry,
don't put the figure 4 on me.
Perry Saturn.
Yeah.
You are alive.
Barely.
Barely. You know what?
The rumors of me being dead are grossly exaggerated.
Well,
or at least premature.
Let's talk about this now. We hope you're around a long time.
At least long enough to catch a flight home.
You got a flight home? Now, where is home these days?
Minnesota.
Okay, so let's go back right now. Probably around the end of 2006 was the last time I think I saw you. About 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So you dropped out of sight from the when did you decide to kind of just like drop out of sight from pro wrestling?
Well, I didn't decide to. I got shot twice, and it kind of screwed me up for a long time.
You got shot.
Yeah.
What were the circumstances? What?
Somebody shot me with a gun. What do you mean?
Where was this? In like Philadelphia?
Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. And so from that time, what were you doing after you got better from that?
Well, I'm just now getting better.
Okay.
So, and I developed a bad drug habit. You know, what people do when they're down, you do stupid things to make it worse.
Right.
You know, so I hated the world. You know, I was pretty screwed up from being shot, and instead of just like buckling down and getting better, I started doing meth, and I started doing meth by the tons.
Right.
And I got addicted to it, and that took over my whole life.
What do you remember from that time?
Being high a lot.
Yeah.
And just, you know what? You know that the stuff you're doing is not helping you, but you can't change, or you're not willing to change. I don't know what it is where you have to get to a point to where you have to make a change. Like I guess what I remember most is big secret here now. I never told anybody this. So, but
you're telling it to the world now.
Yeah, is I remember thinking of Perry Saturn, you know, and not even knowing that, like I couldn't even imagine being that person.
Yeah.
The drug addict was such a different person that it was hard for me to even believe that I was that one person, you know. And until I could come to a realization that I could be who I wasn't going to be able to change things.
How did that happen?
Well, I was homeless for 2 years, and that's a pretty rough life. And
Yeah.
I got clean for a little while, and I got an apartment. And since I've got an apartment now, things are going well. I started doing drugs again, and I was back on the streets for another 6 months, and then I can't do that anymore.
Right.
So I had to make a change.
Were there people when you were homeless that came over to you and said, "Hey, aren't you Perry Saturn?" Did anyone recognize you?
No. I had a girl with me. Me and this girl were homeless together, actually. You know, I met her when we were homeless, and we hung out, you know, Skid Row, like, you know, you hang out with all the bums, and because you're a bum. And what drug addicts are, they're liars and they're thieves. That's what a drug addict is. You know, so that's what I was.
How did you come out of it?
I just had to change. I couldn't do it anymore.
Who did you seek help with?
I did it.
You did it yourself?
Yeah, I did it. I got myself into it. I don't think anybody can help you out of that. You know, because I had tons of friends who would have helped me, but until I was ready to make a change, no one else could help me.
So several weeks ago, out of nowhere, you showed up backstage at a WWE show, and that's where word came around that you weren't dead.
Yeah.
Had you heard the rumors that you were dead?
No, I was completely, out of touch with everything. I can't believe all the people that's died while I was gone, you know, and I talked to Dean when I found out about Chris.
Malenko.
Yeah, when I found out about Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Me, Dean, and Eddie were all, you know, like I talked to Dean when Eddie died, and I was still bad on drugs, you know. Right. When I talked to Dean with Chris, I was really bad on drugs, you know. So I fell out of touch right away because I couldn't see people like that, you know. Mm-hmm. I must have had an ounce of pride to where I was too proud to let somebody see me like that.
Right.
You know,
right.
So which eventually must have been my way I turned it around. I decided, that I could make a difference in myself, you know.
Okay. All right. So from here on now, you're back in the mix here. You're at the K&S Wrestlefest, your first appearance at any of these conventions. What does the road ahead look like for you? Would you consider getting back into the ring?
Yeah, you know what? I got a plate and screws in my neck. I got a metal shoulder, you know. So I'm going to see how much I can do physically. So if I can do it physically, I definitely want to do it.
Okay. What would you like to say, right out there looking to the camera, to the people that supported you for all those years about the days that you disappeared and moving forward?
You know, it's funny. I didn't know what I would say to anybody, you know, when I seen them, because it's kind of weird. You just disappear, right? But talking to Raven last night, first time I seen Raven in a million years, Raven said, "I knew you'd be around when you were ready to be around." You know,
Raven is
so
here?
the people, yeah. So the people that know me, they're all the ones I care about. You know, the ones that like. Because after a while you spend so much time away and you try to explain to people, and the more sober I got, the more embarrassed I was of the person I was, so the less I wanted people to know about it, you know. So the people that were important to me, I don't have to explain to, and I'm not going to explain to anybody else. I screwed up, and it happens. So.
Raven, what was it like how long had it been since you saw this man?
Yesterday. I saw him yesterday.
Yesterday, that's what I just said, Bill. Don't make me put the figure 4 on you. I
might have to put it on him.
I got one good match left of me, and I'll use it on you if I have to.
Do you want to see that? Yeah. No. Raven, how long had it been, though, since you had seen him?
Yesterday.
No, before yesterday.
The day before.
The day before. So when he dropped out of sight, what were your thoughts?
I dropped out with him.
You dropped out with him?
Yes, don't you remember?
Well, this part of the interview is going nowhere. So.
Kids at home, don't you drop out. Finish school. Isn't that what we're talking about? No, all right.
Hey, I gotta run to my room.
Finish school and don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Don't let what happened to this great man and athlete happen to you.
It's amazing. I was a WWE superstar, for whatever that means, one day, and the next day I'm eating out of trash cans trying to figure out how I'm going to steal money so I can get high.
Yeah.
So.
Perry Saturn, thank you so very much. For OneWrestling.com, Bill Apter with Perry Saturn. We'll see you at the matches.